Hi everyone, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be giving a Hobonichi 101 crash course. So if you are completely new to Hobonichi, you're in the right place. I will explain everything about the basics of Hobonichi, but if you are not new to Hobonichi and simply want a refresher before the ordering of planner season gets too hectic, then I'm here for you and I will explain everything about Hobonichi. So first of all, what is Hobonichi? Hobonichi is a very popular planner brand in Japan, and they make a lot of collaborative covers every year with certain Japanese artists that are very popular, and lots of people like them. They suit a lot of different personalities and, styles, so that part is very popular design-wise, but also these planners, they're very flexible in terms of what you can use it for. As a planner, as a journal, schedule, scrapbook. There's a lot of different ways you can use these planners, so I'm going to get right into it, explaining each one. So first, let's start with the original. This is last year's version, or this year's version, 2023. This is the first version that Hobonichi released, which is why it's called the original. This is an A6 size planner, and it has monthly views like this, and a page for every day, like this. And this is a timetable you can use on the side. There's a daily quote at the bottom, and a lot of blank space here to write in. So there's a page for every single day, some free note paper at the back. Whoa. Free note paper at the back. And this is kind of the basic starting point if you are new to Hobonichi. This one is in Japanese, so it's got Japanese days of the week, Japanese quotes at the bottom, but this size of the original is also available in simplified Chinese and Japanese in a format that starts with Monday as the start of the week, and a version where Sunday is the start of the week for the Japanese version. New this year, this style will also be available in English. So some people really like this because the inside is very colorful with the original. And so this original will be available in English this year starting November 1st, 2023. The other alternative for this in an English planner is the A6 Planner Techo Planner. I said that backwards. And this is one by Arts and Science. You can see it looks very different, but it has all the same interiors. It's got a monthly view and daily pages like this. The timetable, though, has been simplified, so you have a lot more blank space to use as you please. And you can see all the English details here. This one with the black cover, the Techo Planner, is only available in English. So that's what this one is. It has that same free note paper at the back, but this time in dot grid. The other difference between these two is that the grid size is a little bit different. So the grid size in this one is ever so slightly smaller than the Techo Planner. That's because the Japanese version was meant to suit Japanese handwriting, while the English version is meant to suit English alphabet handwriting, though they're honestly pretty comparable in my opinion. You can see the layout's like a little bit different between these two, and that is the Techo Planner versus the original. This is also available in a half-year version. For some reason, we only have 2022 around, but I'll use it, it still works. So this is called the Avec. The Avec splits the full year original into 2 books, so it's a little more convenient to carry around with you. But it has all of the same insides. It has the exact same type of monthly view and 1 day per page layout here. The note paper in the back, however, there's no note paper in the backs of these. Relatively no note paper in the backs of the Avec. So it's meant to be a very, very portable version of the original. And since this is a version of the original, not the Techo Planner, this is only available in Japanese for the time being, the Avec. And this Avec I will come back to because that portability feature is very important when you get to the cousin. So the cousin came after the original, and it is this bigger, more hefty version of the original. And I say that because when you open up the cousin, the monthly calendar is quite big, obviously, because this is an A5 size across the 2 pages, but they add in a section here to the cousin that has a weekly timetable. So it goes from, it's a 24-hour schedule, and it goes for every single week of the year. So this one you can really dig into to use as a planner. And then the daily pages are a more spread out version of the original. The timetable still exists, but you have much more empty space here to write on. And there is still extra note paper in the back. But for this cousin only comes in the English version, which is new in 2023, Simplified Chinese, and Japanese. Those are the only versions for this cousin. There's no Techo Planner version of the cousin. The English version looks exactly like this, which looks exactly like the Japanese version. The only difference is this and the quotes on the inside. So I hope that makes sense. And another thing about the cousin is it is quite thick when you compare it to the A6 size. It's only a little bit thicker, but those weekly pages do add a little bit of thickness. And when you add that on to the size difference, the A6 to the A5 jump, it can be a little big for some people to carry around. So the Avec version is also available in the A5 cousin size. So that would be the cousin Avec. And that's a more portable version of this, split into 6 months per book, that you can bring around with you. But again, the Avec is only available in Japanese, not English. So those are the basics. I think those are the ones that confuse people the most. But there's also the very popular weeks. And Hobonichi calls this the wallet size weeks because it's a very, like wallet, fits in your hand, kind of clutch size. Anyone who knows purses, like clutch, wallet size. And I actually have the 2024 version here. So with the weeks, this is a more condensed version. It's a good place for beginners to start if you're new to Hobonichi. It's a straightforward layout to follow. You don't have to do too much thinking. There's a monthly calendar every month of the year, and then there is these weekly formats. So on the left side, it has 1 day for every single day of the week, and then just a blank memo page for you to use as you please on this side. This version of the weeks, which also has blank note paper in the back, this version of the weeks is available in English and Japanese. New for 2023 was the weeks being available in English. And primarily at Yoseka, we only carry the English version of these weeks because the weeks do not have separate covers. So, explaining the difference, why these look different. The weeks versions have their individual colored covers adhered directly onto the book itself. The original, cousin, Techo Planner, all those have other covers that you can add on to the planner. So they come separately. New for 2024, the cover you have to purchase separately from the book, which is nice because you can mix and match whichever planner you want for the cover. And that's how you get a nicely designed cover for the original, cousin, Techo Planner, etc. Whereas the weeks, the cover is directly adhered onto the book itself. Some other things that Hobonichi offers is the day-free version. So it is the exact same as the original and the cousin, except these daily pages are undated. So these daily pages are undated and they include half of the pages as the cousin. This is what you're looking at for the day free in terms of thickness, and the monthly pages are still dated. So the day free version is more to be used as a notebook rather than your true everyday planner, as in the cousin or the original. The day free is available in an A6 size that's this thick as well. Something else that Hobonichi offers is the 5-year diary. And you can see this is actually mine from past year. And this has a layout like this, where you get a place to write on the left, 1 day for every year. And so you're able to keep track of what happens year after year and look back at the previous year's happenings. And they give you a blank space here that you can do with as you please. I know some people collage, keepsake, scrapbook on this side throughout the year. And that's all the 5-year version is. This is the A6 smaller size. They also have this available in an A5 larger size. And that will cover 5 years. Now, the last thing that is a very recent release from Hobonichi is the HON, so H-O-N, in all caps. And that is this fun little package. This is a hardcover version of the original. So what I mean by that is this is a hardcover planner that has the same layout as we saw before, the monthly calendar, but a daily view that has that same timetable layout. This is in Japanese, which was released in 2023, but in 2024 there will be an English version of this. And it comes with this pencil board that you can use to either underlay and have a smooth surface to write on every time, or you can simply use it. This part opens up as a little pen holder. You can clip your pen in there to always have it securely with your HON. So the main feature of this is that it's a hardcover, and the design, similar to the weeks, will be printed directly onto that hardcover. And this has different designs each year now. So the HON has 5 designs, I believe, coming out this year in 2024. So that is a nice feature of this. The English HON, which is what we will be getting at Yoseka, will not be available until November 1st, 2023. And that is for the 2024 calendar year. I hope that makes sense. The HON is available in the smaller A6 size and a larger A5 size. And yes, the A5 size will be as thick as the cousin, and that is the HON. It has the same number of pages and everything. So, I hope that that was not too hard of a breakdown to follow, and if you're looking for information about how to purchase Hobonichi this year for the 2024 calendar year, the other date to be aware of is October 1st, which is when Hobonichi releases their special one-piece collection. They have a lot of different designs and special editions for all of the books that I just showed you, and that will be available October 1st. And then November 1st is when the English edition of the original comes out, and when the English edition of the HON comes out. So if you're looking forward to those won't be available until November 1st. One last thing, some people are very curious about the paper changes, and I just want to set the record straight for what's going to have the new Tomoe River S paper, which is short for Sanzen, the new manufacturer, versus the old Tomoe River paper, which a lot of people love, but Hobonichi is changing away from as it is being discontinued. So, if you're getting the weeks, this will still have the old Tomoe River paper. So, any version, English, Japanese, will have the old Tomoe River paper. If you are additionally getting any memo paper, notebooks, any kind of add-on thing that Hobonichi has, that will also be made with the old paper. The new paper is in everything else. So the HON, original, Techo Planner, cousin, everything else has the new Tomoe River S paper. Thank you for attending Hobonichi 101 class. If you have any questions about anything, leave it in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer all the questions. And happy Hobonichi. Bye!